So, in a little bit more positive news coming in from Unrivaled, the Rose, they won a game. They won a game, and you're never going to guess. You're never going to guess who was highest in plus minus. Number 10. It was Lexi Hall. And you're never going to guess who was lowest in plus minus on the team. Kalia Copper. It is actually scary how much better the Rose are with Lexi Hall on the floor than Kalia Copper, even with 0 points. There are a couple of such times in this game where you're seeing Lexi Hall running around, diving on balls, hustle plays. She just makes teams work. And that's why if you're the Fever, you keep Lexi Hall. Under no circumstance do you let Lexi Hall leave. She is thankfully, this is what I'm going to say, thankfully, she has gone down to pretty much averaging nearly dead last and Unrivaled in points per game, especially with players playing decent minutes. Like if you look here at stats and you look at player stats and you look at points per game and you sort by lowest, of people that are playing more anyway decent minutes, Lexi Hall is averaging, she is last. She is last in points per game. She is last. Like, it's not even like, oh, Lexi, he's playing 10 minutes a game. Lexi is not doing well. She is dead last. Haley Jones Ari's played one game and she got injured. Haley Jones is a hardship player. Lexi Hall is dead last. That being said, it's funny because everybody's obviously going at Rachel Bannum and Beck Allen and everything. It's because Sky fans just want to hate on every single player to ever play with Angel Reese, but that's not really the point. She is still on her team. In my opinion, benching Lexi Hall is the reason the Rose are barely in a playoff spot. Genuinely. Like, if you look at the, where's the standings? Here. Standings used to be in games for some reason. If you look at this here, the Rose are, well, they're in a playoff spot. The Hive are trying to fight for it. And the Rose currently are tied fourth, have a 500 record after starting off 3-0. And they've lost to the Lunar Owls. I think they've lost to the Hive and the Lunar Owls. I think they're the only team who've lost to both. You've got, obviously, the top three teams are top three teams. If they give Paige Bueckers MVP over somebody on the laces, I'm going to lose my damn mind. But you know she's winning MVP. Chelsea, like even over Chelsea Gray right now. But that being said, the Rose are 100 times better with Lexi Hall as a starter. They have not lost a game with have they lost a game with Lexi Hall playing over 10 minutes? I need to check this. I actually need to check, have they lost a game where Lexi plays over 10 minutes? Because I don't think they've lost a game with Lexi Hall starting. So, they won their first three. They lost this one here. But there's a caveat. If you look at the plus minus, Lexi Hall's +8 in a loss. There has not been a game where Lexi Hall has played more than 10 minutes. There's been one game that Lexi Hall has played more than 10 minutes that they've lost. They are 4-1 when Lexi plays over 10 minutes. They are 1-4. 1-3. Did they win any of these games? They lost to the Lunar Owls. Did they beat the Breeze? No, they lost the Breeze by 25. They lost to the Hive. Did they beat the Phantom? They beat the Phantom. They have one win. When Lexi Hall plays less than 10 minutes. They are 1-3. Like, that's mental. That is absolutely mental. Like, and they were winning comfortably, were they? So, like, today they won by 8. So, +8. Plus whatever, -4. And they won this game here by, I think that they win 2 of them on buzzer beaters. They won that one by 4. I think they actually might have won their first 2 on buzzer beaters by 2 and by 20. So, like, they are actually, it's not even funny. Like, they are so much better with her on the floor. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you look and you're looking at these games and you just look at how teams work. Teams are a team, not just a collection of individual talents. If you look at how much better Chelsea Gray is, how much better Chelsea Gray was, they were absolutely one of those things. It is one of those things where you have got you got a player who can just fill in a role. And she was such an important player on the Fever as well. And do you want to know what the good thing is? She's averaging 4 points a game in a league where anyone can average 4 points a game. Points per game is always the main factor for money. I was scared that a team was going to offer Lexie 3/4 of a max. I don't think a team does. I don't think Lexie's value can be seen on box scores. I don't think Lexie's value can be seen. By the way, I don't think Lexi's value can be seen 40 games a year. I don't think over the course of a season, Lexi Hall is this unbelievable player. But there are going to be games where Lexi Hall is going to make game-winning plays. Over the course of a season, I don't know. If you open up the analytics book and you track everything based on the course of a season, I don't know. I don't know how valuable Lexi Hall actually is in terms of 5v5 setting. But if we're being real here, you are going to win. Let's just say you play 40 close games. Lexi Hall herself, just like you want Caitlin or Kelsey on the offensive end, Lexi's going to make game-winning defensive plays. And by the way, Lexi made a game-winning defensive play in the playoffs. Lexi Hall made a game-winning defensive play against the New York Liberty. And the referees called a bullshit foul on Breanna because Breanna flailed. She will make game-winning defensive plays. She will make game momentum-switching defensive plays. And look, I don't know if the analytics back up the value of Lexi Hall. I really don't. I don't actually know if the analytics back it up. And I don't know and I think you could make an opposite argument. If you want to use an analytic argument, you can make an argument of the lack of effectiveness of Lexi Hall, considering the fact she is horrendous offensively. Horrendous. Unless Caitlin Clark is on the floor with her, she can't hit a shot. That being said, I'm okay with that if you've got a bunch of offensive players around her. Look, you keep her if you're the Fever. You keep her. I don't think she's going to command much in the open market. Thank God. But I don't think she will. So anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.